David Mencken, the voice of Breach in Valorant. They're saying tuck tuck. Yes, absolutely, tusen tuck. And welcome. He does the voice of a bunch of other things, so we're gonna get into that all today.
Tjena, how you doing?
Tjena. Is that Norwegian?
That's Swedish for hello, so I thought I'd put some Swedish in as well.
Absolutely, cool. Is tack not thank you in Norwegian?
It is. Oh. We say tusen takk or takk in Norwegian, and then in Swedish it's hi straw baby plant. Hi. I am. Yeah. In Sweden they say tack or tack så mycket, which means thank you so much, and then but to shorten it they say. Tack, tack.
Tack, tack. Oh, cute. That's really cute. I learned tack in Denmark, so I say tusen tack, and that's the
exactly.
That's
just
the
like the Norwegians.
What I say. Yeah. So, guys, I feel like we've had quite international guests, but for some reason, I feel like it's more international right now. You're Norwegian, but you're in London, and you're part American, right?
That's right. That's right. I'm both American and Norwegian. I'm supposed to say that these days. You're not half anything. You're both.
Okay, I'm both Colombian, American, and Spanish, so triple, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a thruple, yes.
I'm a thruple. Well, first, let's ask the chat where they are saying hi from, because I get very excited. Let us know, everybody, where you're coming in from. I know there's obviously America, Tomás Lunas, Brazil. I recognize you, baby.
Hi, Peru.
Czech Republic, India,
Illinois.
Germany. Poland, Mexico, Peru.
India? Wow, okay.
Syria, Germany. My mom. Okay. Texas, Italy, India, Seattle, Brazil, Sweden.
LA.
Yay.
Hey.
Breach, my man. Greetings from Russia. This is so cool.
You guys are from all over the place. Some of you are up really, really late.
Yeah, or early.
Early.
For sure. Switzerland, Colombia, hola, hola. Francia, New York City, Argentina, boludo, ¿cómo estás? Trinidad and Tobago. Huh?
I just said hi to that wolf.
Oh, cool.
The Ulv one.
Ulv.
Yes.
Britain, Brazil, again. I love that there's so many Indians. It's great. Oh my gosh, it's late in India. Oh no, early, it's noon. Is that, yeah, I always get the PMs and the AMs mixed up. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm from Mexico. Okay. Breach, can you say ja?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we already started. Okay, sweet. Cool. Okay, guys, thank you for saying hi from all of your places. We are going to get into an awesome hang time with David. And yes, we will get to some Breach voice lines, but you need to hold your horses and have some patience. Relaxy taxi, okay? All right, dude. So what's the deal with David? How are you both American and Norwegian?
So my American father and my Norwegian mother made sweet love and created me.
Yes.
And then they got divorced, but you know.
No one's perfect.
Yes. No, my parents met in the States, but then. By the time I was born, they lived in Norway. My dad worked in oil, so we moved around the world. Ended up in Benin in West Africa for a bit. I've lived in New York City, but for many years of my childhood, and since I finished my education and became a professional, lived in London.
Okay, what made you go to London versus America?
Well, it was my dad's job, first of all. And then I went to NYU to study, New York University. And then I came back here and, you know, I know that America is the center of the world, but as an actor, I know everyone's just gonna be like, no! But as an actor, the fact that I am a Scandinavian and I'm an American meant that in the UK, I was unique. So therefore, I found a lot more opportunities right away. And because, you know, in LA, everybody, you know, there's a lot of guys that look like me, but they've got an 8-pack. And you
don't? You don't?
I don't. I have a keg.
let's pretend. Hey, kegs are great too.
They are.
You play a lot of soldiers. A lot of your IMDb is,
Yes.
yeah. Not
And
that soldiers don't have
2020.
6-packs or whatever.
Yeah, Fiendslayer 2020. Yes, I am the VA of Preston Marlowe in Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2. That was my first. That was my first lead role in a game, and
based out of London.
It was based out of London because there was this whole thing about there was a Swedish production company called Dice that was bought by EA Games, and they needed to record everything in Europe, so they came to London. And
wow,
I was really lucky. So and hi, yes, it is Preston. Hi. And your name is Preston. Rip Soul 13. Well done. But yeah, so that was my first sort of big game, and I sort of fell into gaming. I thought that I was doing theater. I was doing musical theater. I'm a singer as well. So
cool.
I was doing that kind of stuff. And then games sort of came around, and I found out that I'm a loud fucker. I'm very loud, and games like that. And I found out that I could die in 17 unique ways. Just using my voice. So
so first and foremost, I'm going to tell the chat to go to imdb.com. imdb.com. You look for David Menken, and you're going to get to see all the amazing things he's worked on, because he's also worked on Final Fantasy number something. Because there's like 4, 5, and 17 or something.
I know, it's ridiculous. I'm in a DLC called Shadowlands, and I play a guy called Magnus in that. He's had a very rough time. His wife and his child died, and he's drinking, and Monkey King, come back to me later, and I'll say fire in the hole for you.
Do you say that as your character?
I don't. That's one of the few that I can't remember, but sure.
Well, I know I say that, so I'm wondering if you say that.
Oh, thank God. Okay, it's you. Then it's you.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not on my list.
But you know what? I would love to. If they ask for a line and you feel like saying it, go to town. This is a free-for-all. There's no rules to things.
I love how it's all about me. Sorry about that, Carolina. It's also about you. So.
But it's about you today. They like to hear us go back and forth. But I do like having, for example, Breach say my line that is fire in the hole, or here comes the party, because they're totally very different characters. So it's kind of funny if Breach says it, you know?
I'll do that later. Yeah.
And, I raise... Oh, continue. No, I was just going to say.
Sorry. Yeah.
You go first.
All right. Yeah. So if you go to imdb.me/David Menken, you can see what I've done. And people, for some reason, freak out that because I'm in Thomas the Tank Engine or Thomas and Friends, and I was Scoop in Bob the Builder. Which usually makes people go nuts. We'll see in a second. Yeah. And so I've done lots of animation, and Thomas. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I do loads of kids shows. I love doing animation, and I think is that I can do very low voices and very high voices. So
what do your high voices sound like?
Well, I mean, the thing is that I usually play around sort of 15 to 17-year-olds. That's so I'm both Gordon and Virgil in Thunderbirds or Go, and so one's 17, one's around 21. So boys, we play sort of from around sort of 15 and up, and girls usually play younger boys. So I'm guessing you've played a few boys.
Yeah, usually they're like 7 years old, and they kind of talk like this,
Yeah, and I can't get down there.
Oh, Lucy's raiding us! Woo! Lucy Pohl is in the house!
Hey, Lucy.
This is so crazy. She might get off immediately. I don't know if she's hanging, but Lucy has worked with David Menken, and Lucy Pohl is the voice of Mercy in Overwatch. Thank you, guys. We were actually going to try and raid you, but I guess the cooking ended early. Oh, man. Welcome, newcomers. This is very exciting to have you. So, sister from another mister. You see, they know Lucy.
Yes. Okay. Right.
Parents. Yeah. I don't know if Lucy is on. I don't see her yet. But if she is, Lucy, David thought we were the same person.
When I first saw a picture of Carolina, I was like, why is Lucy playing yet another character in Overwatch? What's going on?
Well, do you play these video games?
No. I try, and then I realize that I suck. And the way that I find out that I suck is I go and I spend time with my nephews who are big gamers, and
How old are they?
They're two of them are just under 20, and two of them are in their mid 20s. So,
oh wow, okay. So they're like in the gamer age. Yeah.
Exactly. And they let me play until they think that I suck. And then I'm
And they're like, get off, Uncle. We're going to
Yes.
play now for real.
Exactly. And so I actually love watching all the walkthroughs on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I love it. I absolutely love it. The one that I got hooked on was Alien Isolation, because I'm in that. I'm the reason why a lot of people die, because I'm this like twitchy guy who freaks out every time they hear a noise. So I started watching that, and from then on, I just any game that I'm in, or any game that my friends are in, or anything like that, I'll sort of watch the walkthroughs.
Wow. I don't have the bandwidth to just go, what's happening? It's a little hard. Walk through Weird Champ. What? Well, Lucy was in the house. She might have gotten off already. But hi, why? She said VIP. Lucy is You Love Lucy, right? Am I correct? Yes. Anyway, did David try Valorant? Did you
Yes,
try the Valorant?
and I sucked. I would always either get frozen or killed, or it didn't work out.
Did you ever do a live stream? Did you film yourself? Because that's what people love watching, you know?
That is not happening unless you, because
Pay me a lot of money.
I'm terrible. So why would anyone want to just watch me have my character bouncing around the screen? You can always tell when someone's new because they don't walk or they run. They just they do the bounce,
And then they like walk into walls, because that's what I did.
Walls.
Yes, yeah. Oh, so crazy. Well, you're gonna have to play some Valorant and have people watch, and even if you suck, they still think it's enjoyable. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. Well, Lucy keeps sending us love. Dude, sending you love back. Tell us how and where you worked with Lucy Pohl, the voice of Mercy.
We did a sort of a cult British sci-fi show together. We did something called
The Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. And Lucy was absolutely amazing in it. I was fine. Lucy had to learn all this like technological gobbledygook, and she just rattled through it. She came to play, but she was also really, really nice. And I was the one who, I don't know if she's taken anyone up on this, but I was sitting in the car with her, and I said, you need to impersonate Sarah Silverman. And she was like, excuse me, I'm a comedian in my own right, so I don't need any Sarah Silverman. And I went, no, you can make money when Sarah's too busy or too expensive.
Yeah.
She's like, I will consider that.
Yeah.
But don't you think she sounds a little bit like...
Yeah. The thing with voice matches is that you have to be very specific. One thing is an impersonation. Another thing is when you're trying to match them. It's freaking hard. I think Lucy has the talent to do so.
She's too busy. She's too busy to voice match anybody anyway.
She's too busy cooking on her Twitch channel. No, but she's been doing some amazing stand-up comedy on Twitch every Tuesday evening. So today's Thursday. What day is it? What month are we in? Is it like 2022? I wish. Because she's
Immigrant Comedy Jam, right?
Yeah. I did audition to voice match Sarah Silverman for some little bits and pieces of Wreck-It Ralph 2, where she plays Vanellope. And it was really fun to try and hear it. And I thought I did a good job, but I didn't book it. So, hey, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Moving on. All right. So let's have you say some breach lines, just because, we'll get warmed up and we'll ebb and flow.
Right.
What's one of your favorites besides Tok Tok?
Well, I mean, we've got Dusted.
Dusted.
And yes, and let's have some fun. Which
He
is
sounds so sweet.
oh well, you know he's not. He's a softie at heart with a lot of metal around it. That's what our director told me.
David
like,
and Zach wrote him
yes,
like that. I bet.
Oh man, but and you know he likes to flirt even with Phoenix. So he says things like, "You've got fire in your eyes, Phoenix. I like that." Yeah, you see, everyone's available.
Absolutely.
When Breach is around, clearly.
I love it. I love it.
But and then of course, it's we've got three that everyone seems to want.
Yeah.
And that is blasting, and then let's go. Did I just
Let's go?
Yeah, and off your feet. Yeah. So things like that. Once again, I told you I am kind of loud, so that may have just completely ruined everybody's speakers and my microphone. But.
No, it worked well for me. I heard it perfectly. They've asked you to say nerd. Does he say that, or would it just be funny?
He says nerd. Yeah.
No freaking way! You say that?
Yep.
What's the context? Are you just calling it?
I think when somebody doesn't do well enough and they get shot, I think pretty much yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's towards Killjoy. Okay.
Yes. Love
right.
it.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
So how's the laugh when you kill somebody? They say it's evil and great.
Ah.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my god, it's so good. It is so good. Okay, so they're asking for my line with you. I know I call you lindo, which means cutie.
Oh, que lindo.
Yeah. And remind me what my line is, guys, with Breach, because I don't know it. So usually the chat's really great about throwing stuff at me that I don't know. Hi, Roxas. Please say, he just said, let's go, guys. You can't join late and then ask him to redo everything he did. But if he wants to, if he's nice, he'll say it.
I might do it at the end again. That's fine.
Okay. Haha, Breach Man. Do I just go, Breach Man, you're killing me? No, I say that to Brimstone. There's another laugh. Breach, you're practically dancing. Ready to go, Lindo?
Aww.
Breach, Lindo, your arms are looking great. Wait, do you have a bionic arm? Did I make that up?
Both, yes.
Oh, okay. That was it. Exactly. Because I'm kind of like giving you, I'm trying to flirt with you too and let you know that you're looking cute, you know? So it's like, you're looking hot, man.
But well, let me ask the chat then. Because I couldn't find if Breach has anything to raise. So
look
maybe
it up. Maybe not yet.
Maybe not.
You want to see Raze say off your feet. Off your feet! She's Brazilian. She's a little crazy. Breach got buffed. Yeah, man. Oh, okay, so that's what I say. Breach, my man! Ready to go, Lindo?
I mean, fantastic.
Super cute. Wait, so tell us about the audition for this. I heard it was interesting.
Man. So, as you know, we use our voices for this. There's no, in our job, we also do motion capture and performance capture.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what that is, put it in the chat. We'll answer. So my acting agent got in touch with me and said they want to see you for this game, and they want you to tape for it. So I did, and I sat over here and had a camera on me while I was saying just like simple lines like enemy spotted and enemy spotted, and so I decided to do them all 3 times in like increasing intensity. I got to see a really, really early photo of Breach, and I just looked crazy because there was this camera on me with me just going, dusted, louder and louder and louder. And 2 weeks later, my agent called me up and he went, "We need to pass this on to your voiceover agent." And I went, "Oh my God."
Oh my God.
And then I went in for my first session and they were like, "I mean, we had to meet you because you're the only one who we saw. You're the only one who sent a tape." I was like, "Oh, geez."
because there was confusion. Oh my god, I love it though.
So
It kind
yes,
of worked in your favor, man.
Yeah, sure. There's footage of me making an absolute fool of myself on camera, auditioning for Breach.
That is awesome. That will surface when you are the lead in a Steven Spielberg film. And something crazy happens.
I blush very easily, so it's happening.
Yeah. Before I move, where can I find that footage? They're looking to hack it.
Of course.
Before we move on, so y'all get these answers, I am in touch with Nabil and Naomi, who's Sage, trying to get them on in October. Next week, I'm going to have Johnny Cruz on Tuesday, because we're going to have a giveaway for these awesome headphones. They are Lucio. It's a Lucio headset from Overwatch. He's the Brazilian character who's a DJ, and I think it's kind of perfect because Raze is Brazilian, so it's the colors, and the brand is Razer, but I think it's Raze. So they're going to be sponsoring our Twitch, and it's going to be on Tuesday, probably at noon again. If y'all prefer a little earlier, let me know. Is 11 like an hour earlier? Is that something you guys would be interested in? Let me know. I'm trying to figure out the best time to do all of these. Can't stop, won't stop. So we'll have Lucio on and probably Symmetra. So next week is going to be an Overwatch week, just to do a little break from Valorant, and then we'll move forward with definitely. I'm in touch. I'm trying to get in touch with Killjoy now, and all of them. So no child left behind. Super cool. Razer sponsor. Yes, they're sponsoring that specific one, not these. But I'm letting you know it's all coming. Cool. Do you know what the relationship is between Brimstone and Breach?
I do not, but I mean, I'm going into the studio to do more lines and stuff soon, so maybe I'll ask about it. But okay. But yeah, I mean, so people kept on saying that they look very much alike, but they are very, very different characters.
Yeah. I think that sometimes we just like merge.
It's just two bearded guys. I think
exactly.
That's what it is.
Two big, burly guys.
Burly, yes.
I'm not getting the words.
It's like Carolina and Lucy. Two very, very different people.
Exactly. You know what's funny, though, is Lucy and I have like a very similar body type, similar size. She's a tiny bit shorter than I am, but she always wears these heels. But when she came to do her show live here in LA, she's done her one-woman show a couple times. One time she stayed at my house. And we kept joking with the thing that we were the same person, because everybody thinks that we're sisters or something. And when I went to her show, dude, I just opened up her suitcase and stole one of her shirts that was very obviously Lucy Poles, and I wore skinny jeans like she does. I put these little booties on. I wore a hat the way she does. I put red lipstick on, and I walked into her show. And then when she stands, sometimes like she'll do this little stand, and she does her little New York accent thing, and so it was kind of funny. And then when she comes out doing the show, she's dancing, and she looks at me and she cracks up because I'm in the first row dressed up as Lucy Pole. So we do like, screwing around like that for sure. And last answer about this, guys. I have been trying to get in touch with Genevieve O'Reilly. She's a busy freaking actress who is in Star Wars. She doesn't want to do Twitch, or maybe she's too busy. But I've gotten in touch with her people, and we're not going to get her on Twitch anytime soon, so I'm sorry, but it's not like I'm not trying. Cool. Okay.
Oh, okay, fine. I've been asked to do another one. Nothing fancy, yeah. We go in, we crush them, we get out. Are you happy now, Vix? You happy now?
So good. Wait, there's more. There's so many more.
I know. Cyberpunk, fine. Okay. This is not a fight. It's stealing lunch money.
You're such a bully. You're like, let me steal the lunch money from the nerds.
But, deep down inside, a complete softie, right?
I know. You're like, talk. I'm so nice.
Not at all.
You do, you say retired? Is that when, after you've killed someone?
Yes, I guess maybe. So. Let me think. Yeah, fine. Fine. Retired. Retired.
I forget a lot of mine too, and then I was like, did I say that? I'm not quite sure.
I know. We do say a lot of lines, people. a lot of lines. So a lot of them aren't being used, and then somebody goes in on YouTube and posts all the things we did in the studio because it's lying around somewhere, which is just so weird to see. So you can go in and you can listen to every single version of you falling or dying and things.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's compilations. I sent you one just in case, because some
Yes,
people
exactly.
don't do this enough to know, like, where do I hear these voice lines? And sometimes I know I said something, but I can't remember which take was chosen. So then the cadence might be all wrong. I double checked. I always get the party line wrong, but it's because there are two that made it. One is "Let's start this party," and the other one is "Here comes the party." So I keep going, "Where's the party?" I'm like, "How's my line?" So that's how it goes. David, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Let's talk about, you worked on two huge movies, many huge movies, but the ones that caught my eye, one with Tom Hanks and one with Meryl Streep. Hologram for the King and Florence Foster Jenkins.
Yeah.
What were your roles in those, and did you get to meet the stars?
Yeah, I've been super lucky in my career. I've gotten to work with a lot of fun people, and I did a Hologram for the King, which is available on Netflix, which was an amazing experience because I got to spend almost 3 months with Tom Hanks, which was crazy.
No.
We were out in the desert, so there was nothing to do. Our phone signal wasn't working. There was nothing to watch on TV. So I got to hang out with him and just suck up all the information about how
the front door.
I mean, I had one of my fellow actors asked him one day. She was like, "So, Tom, tell us how it felt to learn to win an Oscar." And he just went, "Which one?" And you're like, "Oh my God, of course, he won 2 in a row." And but yes, he is as amazing a person as you could expect. He was super lovely. I did not get to have any scenes with Meryl in Florence Foster Jenkins, but I worked with Hugh Grant a lot. So
he seems fun and funny.
He is so much fun. He is. He works really hard. He is super self-deprecating and also just is really fun and is always looking out. He's always got that gleam in his eye, always trying to find the best way to deliver the lines. But I haven't worked, like, I've worked with a lot of the big ones, and I haven't been disappointed by a single one. Which is lucky. Lucky,
absolutely. What was the part that you played in both the roles?
Okay, so in a Hologram for the King, it's about an American guy who goes to Saudi Arabia to try to sell this AI product, and that was Tom Hanks's role, and it was he had 3 people as his sort of support team who are trying to get everything to work, but nothing works there. And so we're just stuck, and he's just constantly coming back to us. And so several scenes of just us being generally American, just very American, very fish out of water, not understanding why no one's rolling out the red carpet. So I was it was just trying, like, being this young American guy who thought that the old guy didn't know what he was doing and would try to second guess him. I was, it's something called a supporting lead, which I think they just tell you that you can have in a film so that it sounds better and you can get paid less.
Exactly. That's what they're doing these days. Yeah. Oh my God.
And then in Florence Foster Jenkins, I play, so it's about a real woman who thought that she was an amazing opera singer. She was so terrible that people actually paid money to see her perform, and she finally ended up performing at Carnegie Hall. And I was one of I sort of was the representation of the journalists who would get paid to write nice things about her performances. So funny. Of course, what they did in the movie was they had one guy writing nice things and one guy writing the truth. and I was the one who you pretty much see me get paid and saying
The
lovely
nice stuff.
things about her.
Yeah. Oh, how funny. So you have a pretty crazy schedule. Like, you do films, but you also do a bunch of voice acting. Like, I feel like usually I meet people who just focus on voice acting. Of course, there's some of us who like to do both or want to do both. But for voice stuff, do they usually work it around your film schedule because it's easier?
It has to work that way. But what's great is that a lot of actors, you think that they're just living the best life and they're out doing movies and TV shows all the time. That's not the case. It's you usually have like a 2-month period or a 3-month period where you're working all the time and you can't do anything else, and then for the rest of the year you might be unemployed. That's the way it works. But what's great is that I have this amazing voiceover career. I do cartoons, I do commercials, I do games. I do a lot of games.
How's your British accent for them commercials?
Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, and I stay away from any kind of British accent. So I usually play the American or I play the European. So, for example, I launched the euro currency when it came out because they
Shut the front door.
Yep. No.
That's so crazy.
I'm sometimes asked to sort of create a European accent that doesn't really belong to any kind of country, so that nobody will feel left out. So I'll just go in and I'll say, "What do you want?" Okay, so a little bit less Scandinavian. Okay, and you want the A's to sound like American A's. Okay, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And my job is to bring a solution to people's problems. I think that's the way I look at it.
Absolutely. Do you do a different Scandinavian accents, or you focus mostly on Norwegian?
So when I go in and they want a Norwegian accent, then I will talk like this because it is very typical and it's very jagged. But when it's a Swedish accent, then it goes a little bit more. It just swings around a bit more. It's very lovely, and that's actually the accent that people like more. And oh my God, you have no idea how, like, there are so many Swedes who are pissed that there's a Norwegian playing a Swedish character, and there are so many Norwegians that are pissed because they're like, why is it always Swedish? Why is it always when it's a Scandinavian character? Why are they always Swedish?
Yeah.
And so Tjena, John the Ripper. Ripper. There you go. Can I do a German accent? Yes, of course I can do a German accent. Of course. Who cannot do a German accent?
I cannot. Mine is terrible.
No, you just have to sound slightly camp, and you just have to move your shoulder all the time when you're talking.
Wonderful. Absolutely. And
my Finnish accent's terrible.
Yeah.
My Northern Irish accent's not too bad, but my regular Irish accent's absolutely terrible. So
you know, it's funny. Like, we can do a lot of accents. I studied Scottish accent for a play in college, so I could do it. But like, now I know there are so many actors that do a really good Scottish accent. I'm not going to audition for that. You know?
No.
Yeah, I focus on the Latin ones because
exactly. You do. Well, that's the thing. It's like I think that I live in the UK. So I am not going to go up for British stuff because people are they're so nerdy. Thank you. Somebody called me the nerd.
I'm a nerd too.
Excuse me. But like English people are so specific about what their little accent in their village and their town sounds like. So I can't come in because I do a general English accent.
Of course.
But at the same time, I've lived in the States. I've spent a lot of time in the States, and I went to an American school growing up. So therefore, that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to.
Absolutely. And then we also, I think that back in the day there was the type of thing where like one actor would do all the gazillion accents, but now there's so many of us auditioning and working that it's like, you know, you focus in your lane, and also because, you know, representation mattering and diversity and all that stuff. It's a thing. Someone said, "You convinced me you're Swedish. Good job." Yay.
And somebody, and John the Ripper has again asked me in Swedish if I can say, "Off your feet!"
Off
Yep.
your feet. I did have a question. Oh, somebody asked what your favorite football team was.
I have no choice but to say Liverpool. I have no choice. Because growing up, I wasn't the biggest football fan, but my best friend, when you cut her, she bleeds red and white. So this is for Lou. My team is Liverpool.
Okay.
They've done very, very well. Very, very
Oh no,
well.
Kitten's like, no, not Liverpool.
Well, it's not going to be Manchester United, is it? Because every single foreigner is a Manchester United fan. There you go. Yep. See, I'm devastated but cool Man United fan here.
Yeah. So funny, man. Well, I just root for Colombia in the World Cup. Besides that, I'm not really.
I understand that.
Yeah. Does Norway have a good soccer team?
We did many years ago.
Okay.
We do not now. We don't make it to any kind of playoffs whatsoever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What is Breach's ult? I know you've said a bunch of lines, but what's the...
Yes. Okay. So I'll pull it away again. Here we go. Let's go!
That's so good. Amazing. Sweden is below Japan nowadays.
Oh, you want...
Football.
Yeah, you want off your feet as well? I have to do off your feet again?
Guys.
Here we go. You're getting it one more time. Fine. Off your feet!
Yes. Question for you. Can you say revive me, Jet?
Is this as Breach?
Yes.
Right, okay. Revive me, Jet.
So there's this whole funny thing that went down with the Jet's voice actress who does live streaming. She's gaming, and as she's playing, a Filipino gamer was screaming, "Revive me, Jet! Revive me, Jet!" And she was playing as Sage, so she was like, "Dude, it was just really funny." So now everyone just asks for "Revive me, Jet," which I think is hilarious.
Oh, I have a feeling somebody, Ich bin der Reimann, needs to win those headphones because I made their headphones explode.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So come on next Tuesday because we're giving away some headphones. I'm going to do a giveaway from some Lucio headphones from Overwatch. And we're just going to randomly pick a winner. Oh my God. So Breach, I do have a line with you. Thank you for reminding me, Vic.
Okay.
I say, how is it that you say hello in Swedish? Brokovak.
Rakovac. I have no idea. Nobody says that. I say hey or tjena, but that's it. That's
Zach, are you in the house? I know you were in the house earlier. Also, Zach, our writer, was listening in earlier, and
Was he?
Bra jobbat. How do you say that in?
Bra jobbat.
Bra jobbat.
It's well done. Well done.
Okay, there we go.
Good work.
Cool. So that bra jobbat. Raise in her very Brazilian accent goes Breach, because they would say jo technically, but the T would be chi. So she's like jobachi. Is that how you say it? And I'm trying to speak Swedish, and it doesn't work.
And normal one username says it sounds like bro your butt. That's true.
Bruh, your butt. Bruh, what's up? Your butt. So that was the explanation of that crazy line. Nobody knows what the hell Ray's is saying because obviously she's trying to speak Swedish and it's not working. So, yes. Hell of a job.
I've got another one. Yes, of course. That monk thinks she's an angel. Let's clip her wings.
That's so good.
Yes.
And dark, man. That's really, really dark.
I know.
Is the giveaway global? It is Technova. I am going to mail it to wherever it needs to go. The mail in America is being a little tricky lately, so we hope that it gets there. David, good question. Is there a character that you identify most with of all the ones you've done that you just love?
Ooh.
About it, baby. Triple baby.
Right. Well, I mean, there's nothing like being somebody who's been what was it, pulled apart and had their consciousness ripped to pieces and then put back together again. Is that Omen? Yeah.
I don't know.
Am I right? I'm trying to think. What was it that they did to him? Chat.
Oh, I don't know. I thought one of the characters that you played. You're choosing a Valorant character.
Oh yes, yes, exactly. Yes.
Hey, we can answer the questions however we want.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, okay, so you're, yes, I kind of like Omen. I think Omen's just hilariously emo. I think that's why I like him.
Are you emo?
I mean, I have been, but I had to stay blonde. And I'm not exactly. I don't. There's actually no. I am. I let my feelings out. I don't bottle them up.
Oh, that's good. You're a good actor. You express stuff. Yeah.
But I'm trying to think if there's any kind of character. Yes, there is a character that I love that I identify with that most of you will not have seen, and that is Chuck from a Disney show that I did called Space Chickens in Space.
That's amazing.
Because he's a boy chicken, but every time he freaks out or gets scared, he lays an egg, which is kind of wrong, but yes, and he thinks he's the coolest guy ever, and he is just not. So yes, I love Chuck.
That's so adorable, laying eggs. Now that you're talking about that, I want to ask you about Jungle Beat, the movie.
Oh yes,
that came out recently, right?
It did, yeah. So it's been a show on YouTube and some other places for a really, really long time, but none of the characters spoke because they're animals. And they wanted to make a movie about it, and they were like, we actually want these characters to speak. So, of course, somebody comes from outer space with something that makes animals able to talk. And therefore, they had to find a voice for Monkey, who's this, like, insanely popular character with little kids. And I got to be the voice of him, and the movie came out during lockdown, so it was not the big cinema movie theater experience that we all thought it was going to be, but it's done really, really well. It's adorable. If you have everybody in the chat, if you've got like a little brother or sister, then sit them down with that because they'll shut up for 2 hours.
Absolutely, they'll shut up. Question is, what happens to all the eggs when your character lays them?
Oh, I mean, they just crack open. So it's just, he just goes, and then out.
And then does somebody get to boil the egg and eat it, or do you make scrambled eggs?
By that point, we just move on.
Okay.
We move on.
Okay.
Yes, I am 43 years old. Juicy meat. 1, 2, 3, 2.
I think they're surprised because you look like you're 29. So, you know,
it's all gathered in a bulldog clip at the back of the head.
You're like. 43 guys. It's funny, we had Steve Bloom on.
Yes.
Have you met him ever? He is
no, but I've seen footage of him. That guy is unique.
Oh my god, his voice is so delicious, and he is 60.
60.
And I was 60. And he told us on chat. I didn't even ask, and I'm like, wait, what? And they're all like, oh my god, Carolina's crushing on him. And I'm like, guys, I'm just fascinated by the guests we have on, because it's fascinating to hear how you guys made it, what you do, what makes you passionate about in life, you know? I love you. It's Rahu or something. Is Breach a young character? He probably is mid-30s.
Yeah, I'd say he's been through some stuff, but yeah, I don't think I was given an age for him.
An age, yeah.
But I'll ask around. Somebody's called me Boomer.
No, guys, there's levels, okay? Well, they call me Grandma every time I go on Insta Live, and I can't figure out like stuff. Well, because remember, a lot of these gamers are 13, so they think that like anybody above 25 is old.
Well, I'm sorry for swearing, chat. I'm really, really sorry.
What ifs?
I love how I'm talking to you as if you're one person, chat. I
hey, chat. Yeah. Breach. No. David, what is some fun stuff when you're not acting? What are you doing? Having an amazing dinner in London, going out with your friends, roller skating?
Well, we have a little thing that's happening called the coronavirus.
Oh,
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. So I haven't. I mean, I've been out a little bit. I had to last weekend. I was moving somebody out of their house because they're stuck in Australia and they were getting evicted. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm up to. But for the most part, if I'm not doing something in this industry, I'm watching somebody I know doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I love my job, and most of my hobbies involve my job. I really should have more hobbies, but I mean, it's just so fun. Pretty much, I'd say 90% of my friends are actors. So if it used to be that I would be able to go, because there's so much theater in London and in the UK. So I would go and see them, and they're all working in supermarkets and trying to make ends meet now. Everybody's having a hard time. So I understand why people want games like Valorant. I mean, how cool was it that Valorant was released early, specifically because people were locked down? They were like, yeah, fine, we'll go straight from beta straight in. And I love that about Riot. I absolutely love that. And I'm not, they've already paid me, so I don't need to talk. I don't need to post up their asses. But that team, they're absolutely awesome.
Yeah, so. And two chats ago I was talking about, guys, if you haven't played Valorant, check it out, it's great. And they're like, are you getting paid for this? And I was thinking, no, man, I just had I got paid to do the voice the couple hours I worked, but it's not like we get paid royalties for talking, in a positive way about the game. But I had a really lovely experience with David, the director, and Zach, the writer. Is there anything specific about your recording sessions that you loved, how you discovered a specific voice line, or if you did some improv or anything fun, or any other fun voice acting story that might happen?
Well, it was just when I did, I was just, because the first time you go in there, you want to say exactly what's on the page. You don't want to do anything and that is going to mess with it. And they're like, no. And David was just very, very clear. He was like, no, man, I want you to play around. And
just like that, no, man. It sounds like Owen Wilson.
Yes, and that was when because I did that laugh, the little Breach laugh, and he's like, there he is. That's the one I want. Okay, now just like and he would what David would do. Do I love? Okay, sorry, it's Ree who's freaking out. Everybody, please answer. Do you love Breach? Be honest. No one's judging. Yes, I love Breach, and so should you.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, you do. Good. But what was really, really nice going into the sessions is that when they found a line that they thought you did really, really well and sort of helped explain the character that you were working on, because all we see is a drawing on a piece of paper and some lines on a sheet, and then they try to explain it. But they were in the middle of creating these characters anyway, and so then what happens is that together you start sort of patching these voices things together, and I think Let's Go, I don't think that was supposed to be that big at all.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's sort of the thing that scares the crap out of people on the other team, and things like blasting and things, and you can always hear me. That is one thing that is very clear with my voice. So
can I have you say some raise lines as Breach?
Yes.
One that I love is, who said this wouldn't be fun? I'm having a blast.
Who said this wouldn't be fun? I'm having a blast.
I'm having a blast. It's so funny. It's like more stilted, and then I say, I need to blow something up. Let's make some chaos.
I need to blow something up. Let's make some chaos.
I love that it's just so European, It's like, let's do it, but let's be organized about it, So good. Give me one of your Breach lines so I can say is
Oh yes. Yeah. I mean, you can. How about? Oh yeah. There's the adrenaline.
Oh yeah. There's the adrenaline.
And I mean, slightly weird coming from Ray's, but I could have left my arms at home.
I could have left my arms at home. I love Off Your Feet. It does make me think of that Gloria Estefan musical, On Your Feet. Off Your Feet.
Nobody on this chat knows who that is, but he's not from Ireland.
Yeah, no.
He's from Sverige. From Sweden.
Yeah. And you say flash out? Oh, so you blind people. Is that the dealio?
Yes. So I say things like, blinding!
Blinding! Flash out!
Ooh. Yeah. So there's, I mean, I've said a lot of my, spike planted.
Right,
how about that?
Right. We all say that, yeah.
Ooh, yes, of course. And, but I think one that I had, I'm not sure, is it used a lot in the game, chat? You'll have to tell me. But it's, stand in my way. I dare you.
I dare you. Oh, that's so sexy. Okay, David, can you say, you're going to have to do a little Portuguese here, which is a little similar to Spanish, but, surrounded by minha família.
Surrounded by minha família.
Oh, so cute. I just want to grab his little cheeks.
Oh, obrigado.
Yes. Have you been to Brazil?
I have not been to Brazil. I shot a commercial in Portugal, and
sweet.
So I got to go to Lisbon twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the Portuguese Vodafone man for a year.
That's amazing. You look so Portuguese. I wonder why they chose you.
Because supposedly I looked like the director when he was younger.
Shut the front door.
Narcissism.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Wow.
Typical, isn't it? Let me ask you. What do you do when you're not? Because you're an entrepreneur. I've seen your business card. It's insane.
Well, business card? What are you talking about?
Well, it's like actor, voiceover artist, business owner, merch purveyor. It just goes on and on.
Merch purveyor.
You do so many things. So what do you do when you're like not doing any of this?
Thinking about what the next thing.
Yeah, I know. And then you're a salsa dancer as well, right?
Not professionally. I just grew up dancing and I love it. So I do love dancing salsa. And we just when we'd go out as young kids in Colombia, most people drink at nightclubs, and we would just go salsa dancing. Yes, people would drink, but it involved dancing, So I grew up with that. Actually, thank you for asking. I wanted to plug a little Kickstarter I'm doing right now, and feel free to
entrepreneur.
Help encourage it. Yeah. I do a lot of things on my off time. I rollerblade. Yes, I'm stuck in the 90s. I love going to dinner with friends. I love hanging out with the people I love, like that kind of stuff, of course. I love having a lot of fun. I love travel obsessively, which I can't do right now. Hence the entrepreneurial vibe happening. But I am running a Kickstarter campaign. It's on my Insta, on my Twitter, on my everything. If someone wants to put the Maisie Grove link in the chat, that would be awesome. Oh my God, Nightbot is already on it. I am trying to get funds to produce a very indie film, and it is about a cosplayer where I get to play this cosplayer, but it's mostly about an emotional journey that a young woman goes through during quarantine. It's all shot in one location. It's in her apartment, and all of a sudden she doesn't have a job. She doesn't have, everything starts kind of falling by the wayside. And then it's like, how do you get out of this shit we're all living in, and make the most of it and come out and find your passion, It just so happens that she's a cosplayer. So I'm asking all of the people that I have created content for over the years and that I think they have so enjoyed to see if they'll hopefully donate, anything they can. I'm asking for $1 from every fan I have on Instagram, which would be $117,000. Imagine $1 per person. That would be really kind. I'm not asking for more, but if some of them can't donate, then throw in 10 if you think you can. All of that help is super.
You're
useful.
an Insta-celebrity.
I'm an Insta-celebrity because I do voices, not for any other reason.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, support. Okay, support Carolina's project, please. Tuck for doing that.
Tuck.
Yeah. So we've been streaming for 1 hour 34 seconds. Is something going to happen?
This explodes. It's like the end of Cinderella's, thingy majingy. That's funny. I thought we started. No, because we went live a little bit later than
Good.
12.
Good.
I mean, I'm not in a super rush. I do have a recording in a bit for something secret I can't talk about. So we won't be able to go too much over, but I'm loving hanging with you. And usually people aren't as engaged with the chat, but you're good at the multitasking. So it's fun that you're also jumping in with this because usually it's just me going, okay, the chat's asking for this. Are you cool with that? And they're like, okay, fine. But they don't see that like the chat's very excited, Oh my God, let's call the chat something. I know that my friend Brian Descartes has done this. We need like a name for all of you, rather than the chat.
Oh, true.
Like that sounds boring.
No, I mean it has to be Vala something, right? The Vala tribe.
Well, it's also going to be Overwatch related.
Oh, of course, yes.
So, Valo.
It's gonna have to be Carolina. It's gonna have to be. It is Mina Familia.
Mina Familia. Oh, that's also really cute. Ravasians. I mean, bird. Or just Revive Me Jet. It could be Revive Me Jet, Revive Me Jet! How's it going, Ravascinators? Okay, guys, I'm taking this all in. We'll keep polling the chat to see what y'all are feeling. Valawatch Gang, Ravasins, Mia Familia, Revive Me. It's great. Ravasa Raiders. Ooh. Guys, we're having some
stuff coming in.
Yeah, Razors, not the brand, exactly. The Ravasasis. Guys, you should all be brand creators or something. Yeah. Super cool. Oh, well, let's...
Well, I hope that I get to see you actually in real life at some kind of con soon then.
Yeah, do you do conventions? Have you been
so I just did it. I did Comic-Con and the one in LA a few years ago. But I was Malos in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which was like supposedly people are cosplaying all the time. So I need to go and actually see people do it.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to go and do some cons. I think Overwatch, I mean, you guys are busy. But Valorant, we're not as well known yet. But it's happening. Loads of people are playing the game.
Absolutely. Guys, give this lovely gentleman a follow on the Insta.
Yes.
And feel
I'm
free
on
to
Twitter
share
as well
with your
because I'm a boomer.
So you're a boomer. You know what? They're different markets. I realize like you share stuff on Twitter and it's different than the people that are on Insta and TikTok. Guys, I'm loving all the suggestions. Ravasa Watchers, La Raza de Ravasa de Raza. The next voice actor is Johnny Cruz from Overwatch on Tuesdays. So we're going to try to keep Tuesday, Thursdays, guys. It seems to be working for people. You need to grow a beard, yo, so you can look like Breach.
I can't grow a beard. All I can do is a tash and like a little bit of sliver here. It's so sad. I'm such a bad Viking.
Also, what are you, like 17 that you can't see? Guys, he's a never aging man. Okay, so guys, no, I don't do the voice of Reina. I interviewed her here on this chat 2 days ago. So Reina is a lovely Mexican called Karina Altamirano. David, what is your Insta so people can give it a follow?
It's at David Menken, and my Twitter is also at David Menken. And I promise that it's just, I don't know, it's this weird thing when you're stuck in lockdown. You don't really think about taking loads of pictures of yourself and like, oh, there's so much to add to my story. So recently there's not been that much going on, but maybe I'll share a little bit more with you. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, here and there, or fun voice stuff, or pictures on set from movies you'd worked on before.
Yeah, I'm gonna type in because it's. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Summon Nightbot with
That's
the link.
it.
Yo. Oh, did it go in? Oh, you can't.
No, it didn't work. It's MENKIN. So there it is.
There it is. Did it? Yes. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna give them a breach line before we go. Rays would love to say nerd. Oh my God, that was very Sombra and Rays. I'm sorry, Sombra came out. Cheers, love.
Well, I'll end with because this has been really, really fun. So yeah. Oh yeah, there's the adrenaline.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
And tuck tuck.
Yes, talk talk and colorful kill. Guys, thank you for coming out. Keep booping and booming. Sending you much love. Boop. You guys are the best and you're all nerds.